is time for an update. So I've just arrived in Shanghai, really tired. Yeah, we've got a long way to go. I've got 7 hours here, and then we have another like 12-hour flight to go to Budapest. And I guess, yeah, the benefit of a long layover means I have more time to do my thing, warm up, stretch. I just had my first session, just preparing for the battle this weekend, the last leg of the Olympic qualifiers to get us to Paris 2024. And for me as an Australian, it's been a hard-fought 2 years competing in these international series. So I kind of feel like the energy of all these events is compressed and condensed into me now. This is the last chance for me to represent myself.
Entirely new medal event, breaking.
One making its debut, breaking.
This year, the Olympics are turning up the volume with a special edition, breakdancing.
I never imagined that breaking was going to be part of the Olympics this year, but it is. As an Australian dancer, as someone who's a member of the global breaking community, we are ready to take on the Olympics, and we want to show the world what we're made of. We have an organization called Oz Breaking, and you have to be selected by them to represent your country. And the process of being selected revolves around how well you do in competition, how much you've represented internationally, your skill level, your ranking. There's a bunch of factors that go into it. And when you have that ranking, that will then go into the decision making of whether or not you make the Australian team. And then you compete in qualifiers all around the world. I've done Korea, Japan, China. And I'm heading on to Budapest for the next stop. Hopefully, you're left at the end to compete in the Olympics.
The day has come. We've got the world's best B-boys and B-girls here in Budapest for the final Olympic qualifier series. 80 breakers, 6 rounds, all for a shot for the Olympic dream.
We just finished a session at a local spot called Vibes and Things, and we are now on the way to the official venue. Today was really good. I'd say it was a success. We got to train with just the Aussie team today, and it's kind of hard to get these opportunities when you're traveling. You can never really find a spot, or it's difficult to find spots sometimes. You're either training at a super crowded area and it's hard to kind of do your thing, but today we were able to run through our sets completely and get some advice from our coach, Sammy. So yeah, it was a really good session. All the people that I am now competing against are people who I've watched extensively on YouTube. I've watched all their battles, I've seen their interviews. I'm genuinely a fan and a lover of breaking, so I want to believe that I keep updated with all the different scenes around the world. And when I went to my first qualifier, I was just toe-to-toe with people who I would have never imagined I was going to battle at this point in my career. So today is battle day number 1. Today's OQS comp is definitely different to the other Olympic competitions that I've done over the last 2 years. Yesterday we had an official training session with everyone who's going to be competing, and the vibe was just so wholesome and positive and bright. You know, you can have people, or you can have moments that are super high tension and everyone is in their own zone and everyone is like kind of just single focused on their own vision of what their battle is going to be. It could be because this is the last event, so I think everyone just wants to make the most of it. I'm gonna have a nice warm shower, and then it's battle time. When it comes to being ready for a battle, you need to be mentally prepared and physically prepared. So you start off being super creative. After that, it becomes drilling those movements and getting them cemented in your body. And then you finally create your set. If you think about it like an album, your set is your song. This is what I'm going to present to you in a battle that is comprised of 3 to 6 of your moves put together into one round. And I think a lot of people think that we know the music that we're gonna dance to. In reality, that is not the way it goes at all. So every time I go out and compete internationally, you know, I feel like my skin has been stripped back, like I'm super bare, and everything that I've been training and my knowledge of the dance to that point all gets scrunched up and thrown out the window. And it's a really humbling experience. All right, I low-key feel like I'm exposing myself right now, but this is the clothing ritual for every battle. As you can see, the clothes are laid out and seated on the chair. And I've had a lot of people tell me that this is actually creepy. I've had family members come out into the living room and just see like a chair seated in the middle of the night. Yeah, what do you think, guys? You think this is creepy? Battle time. Went to the battlefield and was ready to compete. And I saw my lineup and I was up against USA, Korea, and another member of Australia. And did my round. I was actually really happy with it. I felt like it reflected my style. I was smooth, I was musical, and all that was left was really to wait for the results to see where I came in.